Hello, I'm Lynn Hall from the communications team at Ardash, and I'm here today to speak to Sarah Dibb, a former patient of our Improving Access to Psychological Therapist Services in Doncaster. Hi, Sarah.
Hello.
How did you feel before you approached our IAPT services?
I'd got to the point where every minute of every day I was unhappy, and I was reliving things in the past and actually physically feeling things from the past. And it didn't make sense to me because my life was so much better than it had ever been before, and yet every day I didn't know how I was going to get through it. It was just I was so sad.
Yeah.
Sad and afraid. I was just really, really scared all the time.
So what made you decide to take that first step to get help?
I'd done a lot of looking after other people, and that had come to I'd got everyone else to sort of a safe place. And it was that not understanding why I didn't feel like I deserved anything. I didn't feel like I got a nice home, a lovely husband. All my ducks were in order. And yet here I was miserable, and I was determined to enjoy life. I knew that there had to be some way of helping me to get over what had happened in the past. And I knew you could self-refer. And so I just did it. One day I just did it.
Yeah. So you then got in touch with our IAPT services in Doncaster.
Yeah.
And take us from there.
They got back in touch with me quite quickly, and we arranged an hour-long assessment, and it was on the phone. And very luckily for me, the treatment hasn't been. It's been face-to-face. But that first one was on the phone, and it was... I just talked to them, answered the questions, and it was the guy that spoke to me that sort of identified probably what my main problem was. And although I wasn't depressed, I did have anxiety, but he started to identify that it was probably PTSD. And this was in relation to several events, but one particular event, a traumatic event from when I was much younger. After that, there was a waiting period, and he gave me a wellbeing call about once a month, just to say we're still here, don't worry, because obviously it went mad, didn't it? And then I was told what service I would be getting, that it would be CBT, and I started the face-to-face sessions probably in September. And they were. I thought they were going to be an hour. I was rarely out of there under 2 hours. I certainly was never rushed out of the door. If we were reliving something or getting somewhere, you stayed put. But it was once a week, and I knew from the first session that I had with her that it was going to be a big commitment on my behalf. And if I wasn't ready, that was fine. But there was going to be a lot of work that I needed to do, and that things could get harder as well. And they did, but it was never unbearable. They did. Sometimes it felt like this is everything, and I'm reliving everything here, and it wasn't great. It was hard work, but the difference now is just unbelievable.
So how do you feel now?
I am happy every single day of my life. I have got everything I need to deal with what life can throw at me. I think one of the biggest things is I'm not living in the past anymore, and everything's been put where it needs to be. I remember everything, but I don't feel them anymore. No one stood behind me anymore. No one's going to hurt me. I've learned that I'm not defenceless. And I just literally every day, where I woke up before saying, how am I going to get through today and why aren't I enjoying it? I'm on a honeymoon at the moment. It's lovely. And I just can cope with everything. Dealing with one thing helped me deal with everything. And I've been given a toolkit, a physical toolkit that I can go to and access. And if there is a problem, I do self-checks to make sure that I'm doing okay each week or once a fortnight. and I know what to do if I start to slip. I know exactly what to do. So I feel responsible for me, and I'm in control, I'm in charge, and no one else is, just me.
Yeah. Now you do loads of hobbies. You paint. You write.
Yeah.
What's your inspiration? What do you want to go on and achieve now?
Well, I think the big dream, I've always been creative. I play the piano, and I've started teaching piano, which I'm loving. Painting and making little things I've always enjoyed. But the thing for me is writing. And I was told years ago I shouldn't, made to feel guilty for it. And of course now there's no one stands in my way. So that's, if I could finish even one story, it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. If I could finish one story, I think that would be, that would be the dream. That would.
Well, we wish you all the best, and we hope you achieve it, Sarah. Thank you.
Thank you.
If there's somebody else out there in exactly the same shoes as you were, what would you say to them?
Please, just make that first step. You can self-refer. You don't even have to speak to anybody. You can do it online. Someone will then contact you, and I promise you, from that point onwards, you'll be held. So just make that first step.